Matthew 10:34 says, "Do not think that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword." Now, I heard this verse a couple weeks ago during church, and I started to think about what all this verse means. I mean, there's an obvious answer that's in here, but I feel like there's more because the Bible is a super complex book. So the first one that came to mind was, what does the word sword mean? Recently in a Bible study, we were going over Ephesians, and that has a verse that tells us what a sword is. Ephesians 6:17 talks about the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. So the sword is the word. So we have the sword, and the sword equals the word of God. But what is the word? John 1:1 tells us that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. And then John 1:17 says that the Word took on flesh and dwelt among us. This verse is talking about Jesus, so Jesus is the Word. So now we know that the Word of God equals Jesus, based off what John tells us. So if the sword equals the Word, and the Word equals Jesus, then the sword equals Jesus. So following that logic, Jesus is the sword. Jesus is saying here, I have not come to bring peace but myself. Yeah. He brings himself as a sacrifice for the sins of man. He knows what needs to be done to save the world and is ready to sacrifice his life for ours. And he knows that his sacrifice is not going to be a peaceful event. He depicts his gruesome killing 3 different times in just the book of Matthew. So he knows that it is going to be violent and not very peaceful. So no, he has not come to bring peace. His life will end with blood, tears, sweat, and sorrow. But he brings himself, for with his death and resurrection, we are saved through his sacrifice.